Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And we are checking in this week's comic book order for the week of Wednesday, October 17th. And it is, oddly enough, Wednesday, October 17th. We got our books a day late. I think most stores did. So we're off and running with this week's video. We start off with Image Publishing's Aphrodite 5, and that is issue 4. And then next up from DC, we have Aquaman Drowned Earth, and that is issue 41. And if that is you calling us on the phone, we'll get back to you in a minute. As we like to do, we show the variant covers for the comics we've got in, and there's Aquaman 41, beautiful variant cover. Next up from Archie Comics, we have Archie 1941 by Mark Waid, and that is issue 2 of that 5-shot run. Then from Marvel, we have Astonishing X-Men, issue 16, and a beautiful Thanos variant cover for Astonishing X-Men 16. Fantastically good-looking cover. Next up from DC, we have Batman, issue 57. And then we have, as we always do, and it turns out to be in our top 5 covers of the week, the Batman 57 variant. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Next up, from Boom Studios, we have issue 3 of Matt Kent's Black Badge. And there's the variant cover, beautiful variant cover for Black Badge number 3. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, we have issue 6 of Jeff Lemire's Black Hammer, Age of Doom. And then next up we have from Ahoy Comics, Captain Ginger, issue 1. I think that's some of them that Grant Morrison is contributing some information for. Next up from Warren Ellis at Image Publishing, we have Cemetery Beach, issue 2. Kind of a gritty book. Next up from Jinx World and Brian Michael Bendis, we have the comic Cover, and it is issue 2 of Cover. And then ironically, here's the variant cover of the Cover comic, so that's kind of fun to do. Then from DC Publishing, we have issue 10, foil cover of Damage. I think you can see the reflective nature of the foils. They're beautiful covers they're doing these in, and that is just gorgeous. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 609 of Daredevil. And again, the beautiful variant cover for Daredevil 609. That's actually in our top 5 covers of the week. Dark Horse Comics brings us Disney Frozen issue 3. And then next up we have Mark Waid's Doctor Strange. He's writing for Marvel, issue 6. Image Publishing brings us Jonathan Hickman's beautiful East of West, and that is issue 39. Thank you, Jonathan Hickman. Also from Image Publishing, we have issue 1 of what we refer to as Exorcisters. I think the title says it all. Great October title to release. Also from Image Publishing, we have issue 6 of Flavor. And I think he wears a big clock on a chain around his neck and says, "Boy!" Next up from Image Publishing, we have issue 7 of Gideon Falls. Great book, highly read here at Fox's. DC Publishing brings us issue 57 of Green Lantern. And then the next one we have is the Green Lantern 57 variant. Also from DC Publishing this week, we have issue 52 of Harley Quinn, and that is the red foil cover variant, as you can see, or the red foil cover. And then we have the variant for Harley Quinn 52, which is gorgeous. Looks like a Batman threw a bat into her hind. That's great. Then we have from Raphael Albuquerque, formerly Mark Millar, Hit Girl, issue 9. And it looks like she's still in Rome from that picture and the scooter she's driving. Then from Image, Marvel Publishing, we have issue 1 of Infinity Wars, Weapon Hex. And then we have from DC, Injustice 2, issue 36. And then from DC, we have part of the new Justice series for Justice League. We have issue 10 of Justice League, foil cover. And then the variant, which is just outstandingly gorgeous with the upcoming movie. Just beautiful. Justice League 10 variant cover. And then from DC, we also carry the Witching Hour Part 3, which is from Justice League Dark issue 4. And a beautiful Halloween-themed issue 4 of Justice League Dark there. Marvel Publishing brings us The Life of Captain Marvel, issue 4. Looks very, very interesting, very good. And then next from Boom Studios, we have issue 2 of Low Road West. Very interesting title. And then from Image, and I don't know the number, so I'm going to say MCMLXXV, but it's issue 2 of that. And then from Marvel, we have issue 4 of Mr. and Mrs. X. Dark Horse Comics brings us issue 7 of American Gods, My Einzel. And then DC brings us issue 6 of New Challengers. And DC also brings us issue 51 of Nightwing. Again, foil cover for it this week. And then the beautiful Nightwing issue 51 variant cover, which is just gorgeous. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 49 of Old Man Logan. And then from Jinx World again, we have issue 3 of Brian Michael Bendis' Pearl, which has been really good. So if you have not read those, you might do yourself a favor and pick that up. I think you'll enjoy it. Marvel brings us issue 311 of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, and it looks like it is a Spider-Geddon tie-in. And then we have issue 11 of Valiant's Quantum and Woody. And IDW is up next with issue 1 of their Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then Marvel brings us issue 14 of Runaways. And Marvel also brings us issue 1 of Shuri. Yes, she gets her own comic. And the variant cover. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Next up from DC, we have issue 9 of Sideways. Albatross Publishing is up next with Spook House number 3, Scary Stories Fit for Kids. And then Marvel brings us Star Wars Darth Vader, issue 22, great cover, in our top 5 covers of the week. Then from IDW, we have Star Wars Adventures, Tales from Vader's Castle, issue 3. There's 2 or 3 different variant covers for that as well that are beautiful that I forgot to pull and bring over here. Image Publishing brings us issue 5 of Stellar, a pretty popular book here at Fox's. Next up from DC, we have issue 23 of Teen Titans. Again, foil cover for them this week. And then one of the top 5 covers of the week, the Teen Titans 23 variant cover. Absolutely beautiful. Next up, we have issue 6 from Marvel of Thor. And we're going to give issue 6 of Thor our cover of the week, not because, frankly, we think it's the best looking cover, but it's probably the best art that Thor's had on it since Jason Aaron took it over 6 issues ago. So they're finally giving him at least some decent cover art. I don't know about the art on the inside, but at least they've got a nice cover on it. Marvel could work on the art on that book. Next up from IDW is issue 87 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then we have from Marvel, annual number 1 of Venom, the Donny Cates Venom, pretty wicked. Next up, also from Marvel, issue 9 of Weapon H. Also, I would say tie for cover of the week, and probably the true best cover of the week, is Weapon H issue 9's variant cover, Red Hulk, which is pretty badass. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 1 of What If Marvel Comics went metal with Ghost Rider. And then from Marvel, we also have X-Men in Black, or X-Men Black, issue 1, Magneto. And I believe those were some of the ones that were damaged last time. Then we have out new this week, X-Men Black Mystique, issue 1. From Dynamite Publishing, issue 9 of Xena Warrior Princess. And last up is also from Dynamite, the variant cover for Xena Warrior Princess. That looks like this week's comic book order. We appreciate your patience if you've been waiting this Wednesday to get them. They're on sale now at Fox's. We'll see you here.